Hello everybody, good morning and welcome to the start of another exciting coastal walk. However, I'm in the wrong place. At the moment I'm in Woolwich on the south bank of the Thames. I need to be over there on the north bank of the Thames. Over there you'll see the boat, the Woolwich ferry, the Thames. That's a free ferry that will take me over the Thames to start our walk. Morning. Is it this way for pedestrians?
Yes sir, straight down.
Is it free?
Yes sir.
Excellent, thank you. Alright, here she comes, the Thames ferry. Doing a few pirouettes at the moment by the looks of things. And that must be the other ferry that isn't running today, the Woolwich. So say bye to the Thames ferry now. We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know. I'll spare you the singing. And the Woolwich, I didn't know the name. I looked it up. That was a teenage deckhand that drowned, lost his life here in the Thames. So RIP to Woolwich. That's a nice touch, naming the ferry after him. Now it's kind of complicated along here. We can't walk along the river all the way. It's going to be having to come inland and do a bit of road walking today. It's going to be very industrialised and urban. Wow, look at this old pier here, this old jetty. God. I'm sure that served a valuable purpose at some point. This. Not even out of London yet, we found the first sandy beach. So a lot of these areas here are little islands in the Thames which have to be crossed by bridge, and unfortunately there's no pedestrian bridges, so it means road bridges. So just over here we have London City Airport, guys, and as a treat it looks like we're going to have a plane flying right over our heads. This should be fun. I've said this before in previous videos, but London City Airport, if you ever get a chance to fly there, it's worth the extra few quid. First of all, you get these views of the city as you're coming into land, and the airport itself, the terminal and everything is so much nicer than Heathrow and Gatwick. It's really calm and really modern, really clean, really sleek. Right, so we've had to come right off the coast now, or the river, and head inland a little bit alongside a busy motorway, dual carriageway, and we're going to be inland for quite a while, a few more miles until we get to Dagenham. Well, it says Greenway there, but it really doesn't smell too green. Unless by green you mean vomit. We're in Beckton right now, home of Europe's largest sewage treatment facility, which treats 3.5 million people's sewage. I mean, imagine that, 3.5 million people's sewage. Actually, don't imagine that, especially if you're having your dinner. All right, we are leaving the borough of Newham, London. Next up is Barking and Dagenham. In fact, we're going into the town of Barking. I'm not sure what's going on here, this tarpaulin. I thought maybe someone was squatting there, but no. Sorry, I get distracted easily. Next up is Barking, the town in the borough of Barking and Dagenham. When I was growing up, Barking and Dagenham was to me, it was Essex, but now it's been absorbed by Greater London, so we're not going to be in Essex just yet. Just got to cross this bridge here. God, it's noisy. Same to you, mate. This massive bridge is just for this little stream here. Seems a bit much. Just over the other side of this bridge is a place with a rather amusing name, Cuckold Haven. I'll put it on the screen now. I would go and take a look, but it's over there, and I'm not crossing this road. So for all you cuckolds out there, that's where you need to go. Right, so now we're heading down River Road, which unsurprisingly heads down to the river. Not much to report really, it's very heavily industrialised. Bus depots, warehouses, that kind of thing. We're now in Creekmouth Park, and the reason we had to go inland so much is we've gone all the way around here and around the houses. It's because of this creek here, Barking Creek, and here's the barrier. Looks like it's having some work done. So yeah, that was a good few miles detour inland because of this little creek here. Bit of a pain, but without that we wouldn't have seen Beckton sewage works and Barking motorways. Here by Barking Riverside, and as the name would allude to, we're by the River Thames. However, it just feels deserted here. It's just so quiet. You would not believe this is still London. And it's nice to be back alongside the river, to have a bit of greenery, and of course the ever-present sludge. So once again we have to come right inland. Over here is the A13, just gone underneath that, and this is the concrete stairway over to the other side of the railway line here at Dagenham Dock. Absolutely breathtaking, as you can see. Absolutely glorious. And of course the old fence in there, stop people chucking shopping trolleys or whatever onto the railway. So a lovely feeling of being in this chicken coop. Alright guys, I haven't done much filming in the last few miles. Just been walking right along this road here, very boring. We're in the London borough of Havering now, we're on our third borough of the day. We're heading down to Purfleet now guys, and it's very overgrown. I feel like I've been stung a few times. Of course I've got shorts on today. I could be walking along the road, it's just the other side of these bushes here, but oh, where's the fun in that, eh? Yeah, this is getting ridiculous now. I think I'm going to have to turn back and head a different route. That's just insane. So if you ever, for some crazy reason, feel inspired to do this walk and you get to this section here which says RSPB in Purfleet 3 miles this way, or this way 4 miles, which follows the river closer, do not follow the river closer. Do not take the 4 mile route. It's like a jungle. Right, let's try this again. I think I may have scared the ducklings. Well, here we are, guys, back on the river. What a relief. Now I remember looking over to this kind of hillock over here when I was over there on the Kent side. The difference was that day I got over to the Kent side parallel to here within about 2 hours. This has taken me 5 hours. I'm only halfway through the walk. At this rate I'm not going to get to Tilbury till 10 o'clock. And here we have an interesting bit of history. Concrete barges. Yes, that's right, they're barges made out of concrete. These are built in 1940 as part of the war effort. Not much is known about them. It's possible they could have been made in preparation for the D-Day landings. But until now, I didn't know that concrete could float, but apparently so. Alright folks, we are motoring along now across the river there. I'll zoom in. The infamous Dartford Creek barrier. And over here on the left we've got the Dartford crossing, or to give it its correct name, the Queen Elizabeth II Bridge. We'll be going under that again. Before that though, we've got the town of Purfleet to get through. So it wasn't signposted anywhere, but around this sort of area, maybe back 100 to 200 yards or so, we've officially left the London borough of Havering and we're now in the Essex borough of Thurrock. I'm liking Purfleet already. It's got a creek, but it's got a bridge going over it. Love that. No swimming, no diving. Look at that. Who's gonna go swimming or diving into that? Got no issue with this. They're going to put a wall up, why not make it colourful? As long as the graffiti's half decent, I'm happy with it, and this is alright. I'd rather there's no wall and we're actually able to see the river. See? Boring. Wow, check this place out, guys. What a great place for a cheeky wild camp that would be. Out of bounds, unfortunately. Yeah, we'll pretend we didn't see that. Me no understand it. Me no speak the English. Oh man. This is fun. Always an impressive sight, whether it's from above or below, especially now the sun's out. If anyone can tell me what that says below man, I'll be most grateful. D-A-O something O-T-R, I don't know. Guys, if you can tell me, I'd be grateful. Over there on the other side there, that's probably, for my money, the nicest town on the Thames. That's Greenhive. All right, so we're on a footpath that's the right side of the wall this time. We are Riverside. Pillbox number 1 of the Essex trip. Pillbox numero 2. Isn't that a beauty gleaming there in the sunshine? Now that one did make me chuckle, I must admit. So a lot of people moan about graffiti, but it's kept me thoroughly entertained this whole walk along here. And are you really going to tell me this looks ugly compared to that? Well, we're in Grays now, folks. It seems like quite a nice little town. I don't know much about it, but lots of new builds along the river. And what was a dull, overcast day is now a sultry summer's evening. Good times. Not far to go now. So unless I'm mistaken, folks, this is going to be our last view of the water for this evening. Good night, River Thames. We've got to head this way to Tilbury Town train station. And another humongous Amazon warehouse like we saw on the Kent side. Jeff Bezos is taking over the world. And here we are, folks, Tilbury Town. We made it to the end at long last. That was a long walk, at least 20 miles. I'll have to look up exactly how much, but it was definitely over 20. I'm not going to pretend that was the most exciting walk ever. Big thank you for watching, guys. There's a million things on YouTube you could be watching. People climbing Everest, hiking to the North Pole, canoeing down the Amazon, but you're watching me sweat it out in gritty East London. So thank you for that, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.